Hi, I'm George with NS345. Welcome back. Today I'm going to focus on dynamics processing. As you know, I'm mastering the song from mix series number 4 because I'm familiar with the song because I mixed it. It's a lot easier for me to apply dynamics. I already know how much compression the song has, but there's also a couple of tools and a couple of things that you can do to sort out the compression management or how you manage your dynamics. One thing you don't want to do is overcompress your song. You don't want to kill the life of it. My target output, my target mastering level is going to be -10 dBFS RMS, which produces a dynamic range of about 8. This will produce a nice loud master, but also very dynamic to where it doesn't sound squashed. So when you load it up to SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, it's going to sound lively. It's going to sound like it has a lot of life. So let's get to it. I created a new window configuration called Master Loudest Meters, and what this does is it shows me all of my meters at a glance and the entire session at a glance. I'm going to play for you the reference track first.
I will see my provider, my shelter, my peace. You are everything to me. Oh, guide.
Now I'm going to play the mix down. Again, the ref, I want you to focus on EQ, how bright and how warm it is.
I will see my provider, my shelter, my peace.
Baby, slow down.
Slow down.
So you can hear a little bit of the difference. Now, when you look at the levels here on the VU meter and on my Brainworks meter, my BX meter, you can see that they're about the same level. So this is a good way to reference your mix. Let's listen to the second mix.
Baby, I'm not moving on. I'll love you long after you're gone. For you.
Okay, great. So now you get an idea. I'm gonna make these tracks a bit taller or a bit wider so that we can look at the actual waveform and see what kind of dynamics we're working with. Now this is just another tool that I use. Almost just a visual aid, okay? So I do not base my mixing decisions or my mastering decisions based on the waveform. But you can see that the first reference song, it's not overly compressed. It looks nice, it's got some dynamics to it, but you can clearly see that mine has a lot more dynamics, and that's because I like my snare to pop. So all those peaks you see there, it's not just the song being dynamic, it's actually just the snare popping through the mix. And you can also see the width of the waveform. Of course, I lowered it to level match it against my mix down to -18 dBFS RMS. But if you look at the second song, if I zoom in for a moment, you can see how the top of the waveform and the bottom, they're just flat. So the dynamic range is a lot less on this one. It's not a bad master, it's just they try to make it really loud and they try to make it very dynamic. Actually, they try to make it really loud, but in the process, I feel like they overcompressed it. But that may be what the mastering engineer had in mind or what the producer had in mind. So let's just look at the levels on this one.
Beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When enemies are at your door, I'll carry you. For you. Baby, I'm not.
You could see that the song is in the red, and this is not good. That means it's a bit squashed, overcompressed. I want my song to be right in the blue and in the green, and that's why I like this meter. It's simple to understand. It does have a little bit of complexity to it, but you just gotta take a little bit of time to learn it. Now, if you listen to the first reference track, let's look at the dynameter levels. I'm gonna reset this.
The noise surrounds me. I will lift my hands and sing your praise. You are the star that gives me life and makes life free.
So that's a nice healthy level, and now let's listen to my mix.
This could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart acting crazy.
Okay, so these are just indications that I use. You know, again, I don't make my decisions based on that, but I can see that I'm on the right track and I'm really pleased with this level. So now let's focus on some compression. So the first thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to another window configuration that I set up, and this is what I call my mastering channel strip. So if I click on my window configuration, you're gonna see all of the plugins that I've set up on my mastering chain. This is very neat. I can switch window configurations just by clicking on that. The first plugin that I have in my mastering chain is the Slate Digital Virtual Tape Machine, and that's only producing a little bit of compression, a little bit of subtle harmonic distortion, and it just made the low end a lot warmer and a lot fuller. The second plugin that I have is the Brainworks Digital version 3 EQ, and this is a mid-side EQ where I can listen to the sides, the stereo information, and the center or the mono information. I also have the R-Bass that I placed on here, and it's doing minimal uplift of the bass information. And I brought in the Millennia Brainworks TCL Twincom TCL2 compressor. And I've never used this one, so this is the first time that I'm gonna use this one. I liked it so much. I like the GUI and I like the sound. It is a bit aggressive for maybe this song, but I thought I'm just gonna use this just to show you how I do it. And towards the end, one of my favorite plugins is the Brainworks BX Limiter. I got this when it was on special recently, and it is amazing. So that's my mastering chain. So now I'm just gonna listen to the compression. I'm gonna listen to my song, and I'm gonna try to tame some of the spikes in audio, or try to smooth out some of the dynamics.
This could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart. This could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart acting crazy. My head just spins every time I think of you. All of the things that I feel when you touch me, we are in motion. Oh, baby, slow down and listen now, 'cause I got more than enough, but I love your missing. Slow down, pay attention. We've got nothing but time, so baby, don't say goodbye.
Slow down, baby.
But baby, just
Slow down.
and we could just
Slow down, baby.
why don't you
Slow down.
This could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart acting crazy. My head just spins every time I think of you. All of the things that I feel when you touch me, we are in motion. Oh, baby, slow down and listen now, 'cause I got more than enough, but I love your missing. Slow down, pay attention. We've got nothing but time, so
Okay, one of the things that I like about this compressor is that it doesn't show you what level you're at in terms of the threshold. So that's really nice because you actually have to force yourself to use your ears. I think it's very clean, but at the same time, it is a bit aggressive if you overdo it. So what I want to do is, I just want to do about 2 dBs of gain reduction on this one. So what I've done is I've raised the threshold, and I'm going to assume to about minus 18 dBFS. I put a very slow attack. I might bring that up a little bit, and a fast release, and a ratio is at a 2:1. And this is linked right now, so whatever I do on this side here, it also happens on this side as well. This has a mix knob here that you can bring down just to do some sort of parallel compression. So, but I'm not engaging that. And the way you engage the link is just by clicking on here, stereo link. And I can actually compress the mid or the sides, but I like it like this. And I don't even know how to use this button. See what that does.
this could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart acting crazy.
Okay, so it's also got a TT button, which stands for Twin Topology. And when you turn it on, it's using the Pure Class A Discrete JFET. And when it's off, it's on Pure Class 8 Vacuum Tube. So I couldn't tell you the technical aspects behind it, but I could tell you that I'm gonna leave it on for Pure Class A Discrete. And because I like that tone, let's see what it does.
This could be more than just a one-night rendezvous. You've got my heart acting crazy. My head just spins every time
now I just want to check what the plugin is actually doing. It's doing about 2 dBs of gain reduction. So let's listen to it bypass.
Slow down and listen now, 'cause I got more than enough, but I love your missing. Slow down, pay attention. We've got nothing but time, so baby, don't say goodbye.
Slow down, baby.
But baby, just
Slow down,
and we could just
slow down, baby.
why don't you?
Slow down.
So I think that's okay for now, and let's just listen to it. Let me look at my meters real quick.